see the face of the anger that's inside of all of us. If you could see how deadly things have gotten right now. When we said we not fucking around no more, we mean we not fucking around with a lot of shit. We not fucking around no more because it don't look like y'all fucking around with us no more. We got to deal with. We got to deal with a couple things right now, y'all. What's up, man? Come here. What's up, big boy? We got to deal with a couple things, y'all. I can see just by looking at all of the people who jumping on this live, how many of you all are spectators, how many of you all are participators. I can see that. But I want to speak to our anger for a minute. I know you all are angry. I know y'all ready to kill. I know y'all ready to say enough of working with you. We just gonna do this ourselves. If you missed the live from 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today, because they deleted it as soon as I was done. They would not let that stay up. If you missed that, we spoke as one voice, as one people, one time. We spoke to the powers to be, starting with the president, all the way down to the mayor and the police chief. And some people would ask me, why are you broadcasting your moves? See, that's where y'all got it twisted. This is not the same old that you've seen from other people. This is not a group of people who concerned about an issue, so we're protesting. This is not a certain group of people who are a non-profit organization that just want to make sure our position is on the ballot. This is not a movement where you go from point A to point B. This is none of that. So stop trying to fit us into those models that don't work. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. How many times y'all gonna protest? How many times y'all gonna march? How many times y'all gonna wait on a grand jury? How many times are you gonna let the people that do shit to you investigate themselves and say, we didn't do nothing wrong? How many times are you gonna stand around and let your own two eyes show you something that somebody else is gonna tell you? Well, you don't even know the whole story. How many times before you say, I've had enough? I don't know where the backbone went that we used to possess in all of us. I don't know what happened to the warrior spirit that used to be in front of us everywhere we went. I don't know what happened to it. And I'm at the point where I really don't care. What I do care about is, and I said this earlier, that going forward, if we react, we're going to react in any way we choose and see fit. We don't care about your laws. We don't care about anything you set up because it does not benefit us. Y'all hold on for a second. Yeah, you about to get fucked up fucking with me. Now, I don't know where you at. I don't know what you know. But I know one thing. The time has come for us to separate ourselves, not just from them, but from anyone who looks like us, that tries to talk us down, that tries to tell us that, oh, this just the same old, same old. You see, anyone who talks like that, you've already quit before we began. You already done laid down before they even got into bed with you. You already done quit the race before we took one lap. You scared of being shot. You scared of being stabbed. You scared of being beat. You scared of being burned. You scared of being hung. You're scared. What you fail to realize is all those things that I just named, you can do to somebody else. A lot of people keep saying, well, if we go eye for an eye, we gonna lose. I don't think y'all realize how much power y'all have. If I can threaten and I don't make threats, but you feel threatened and that makes you do something, then maybe you know something about me I don't even know about myself. You see, within an hour of me letting the world know, within an hour of me addressing the president, within an hour of me addressing the Department of Justice, within an hour of me putting the Congress and the House of Representatives on notice, within an hour of me saying I better hear from the governor, the mayor, and a few other folks in Minnesota, within an hour, they fired them boys. You see, white people talk. You think them boys from Brunswick didn't get on the phone and call them boys up in Minnesota and say, if I were you, I wouldn't take these motherfuckers lightly, especially since he's willing to take the chain off of everyone. You see, the difference between me and any other black figure that's come in the last 60 years, because it ain't been one like me in 60 years, is I'm not afraid to tell y'all to tear this motherfucker up. And I'll be right out there with you tearing shit up. And they know that about me. So when I say we gonna do something, I need everybody on the same page. I feel your anger. Everybody's angry. Some of y'all are late. Some of y'all just kind of passed through. So you don't know what's going on. You're gonna be the motherfuckers that's not gonna know that when we fire the first shot. You're gonna walk out in the middle of the gunfight. Not fucking around means just that. We're not fucking around with the cops no more. We're not fucking around with the government no more. We're not fucking around with none of you black hating on black people no more. We're not fucking around with none of you racists who want to roll shit back to the way it used to be, like we just gonna lay down and take it no more. You see, now I understand why the black people that were already here when y'all came here back in the 1400s, why y'all had to kill them. Because they wasn't having it. You wasn't going to make them slaves on their own land. So y'all went and got us. But how long did you think it was going to be before we wasn't going to have that shit no more? That's why they imported all these other motherfuckers to take your place, because they knew it was going to get to a point when we was not going to be fucking around with y'all no more. So you brought the Mexicans over here because they still fucking with you. They want to be you. You brought the Chinese over here because they still fucking with you and they want to be with you. They want to be like you. You brought the people from India over here because they still fucking with you and they want to be like you. But if it's anything to do with anybody from Africa who hasn't been brainwashed, if it's anything to do with any of the African descendants of slavery that are still here who haven't been brainwashed, you know for a fact that there is a cross center of us that we're not going to keep having that shit. That's why you kill us on sight. I have news for you, whoever you might be, whoever this shoe fits. Going forward, you kill us, we're going to kill you. Point fucking blank. And if we can't get to you, we're going to go after your family members. If we can't get them, we're going to go after your church members. If we can't get them, we're going to go after your coworkers. If we can't get them, fuck it. We'll just go after anybody. But when the bodies start stacking up, and when somebody got to come on TV, keep talking about why they did this shit, Only thing you got to do is look in the fucking mirror. Now, to these good folks that allow us to come on their hardware to have these discussions, oh, they'll be disconnecting this shit soon. They'll be disconnecting it soon. They're already censoring shit left and right. But what they don't seem to realize is, if this was Egypt, if Instagram was Egypt, if Facebook was Egypt, if Twitter was Egypt, then I'm motherfucking Moses coming to take my people out of this bullshit and take us to our own platform that we own, that we control, that we can say what the fuck we want to say and not have to worry about no repercussions or going against your community guidelines simply because we're hurting. To all my members of the NFAC, including the ones who don't even realize that you're a member. You see, some of y'all are young and you're impatient and you don't understand structure and you don't understand discipline and you don't understand how to do something that someone is asking you to do without question, as if the folks that are trying to lead you don't have your best interests at heart. So you turn around and you attack the very person that's trying to help your ass. Or you try to denigrate them. Why? Because you have an issue yourself. I keep telling y'all, it's facts over feelings with me. But when I get into my feelings, oh, it's all bets off the fucking table because I'm psychotic when it comes to that. You know, just now, after I left y'all, I went to the gun store to make myself feel good. Picked up a couple more toys for myself. Picked up something cute that I could hand to a sister and say, shoot that motherfucker for me. While I was over there, a man drove up in a truck, a white man. And as he pulled into the parking lot, he had a particular license plate. And I've seen this license plate before. And I walked up to him and I said, I couldn't help but notice your license plate. And for 2 seconds, he looked at me like, why is this nigga talking to me? You see, I saw the Purple Heart. I saw the red and the white swords that represent the cavalry. I saw the parachute that represents the airborne. I saw all of that in a split second. And the reason that I said something to him is because I too have those. And once he realized that I was just as trained and just as deadly as he was, oh, he was my best friend. Oh, he wanted to know when I served, where I was at. We was cool. But what he didn't realize was I'm walking out the gun store in today's climate. Don't you think that's odd? You see, I'm going to tell y'all this one more time. When you buy a gun, when you have a gun on your person, you move from a subject to a citizen, just like that. Okay? Let me read this comment here. The judge and the DA continue to let down. All right, let me share some with y'all. Stop worrying about that. That's over for us. We don't care about none of that shit no more. We don't care what you do. We don't give a fuck what you do at this point. You can have all the grand juries you want. Y'all can sit around and talk about it. We don't give a fuck about that. I told you, whatever happened before NFAC is not my truck. The folks who was on duty, that was for y'all to take care of. Y'all should have did Zimmerman. Y'all should have got them cops that shot Tamir. Y'all should have went and got the cops, the one that shot Remain Brisbane. Y'all, all that happened on y'all watch. Those the people you donated money to that you don't hear from right now. Those are the people who are pushing an agenda in our schools to push homosexuality on our kids and saying that that's part of the black struggle when the two ain't got shit to do with each other. Those are the people that you don't hear from right now. Those are the people that come and tell you to calm the fuck down. When you ain't nobody calm right now. If you on this live and you calm, that means that you are not a part of us. We all felt what that brother felt when Mr. Floyd died. We all felt it because that could have been us. And it was sad because people stood by and this man comfortably put his hands in his pocket and he knew he was putting pressure on this man and he killed him. And now they done took his badge away from him. They basically said, you on your own, bruh. Because them boys said they was coming down here. You on your, just like they did with Brian. When they told him he was on his own and we came to his house, that motherfucker had to hide in his car. He was on the news. Oh, I can't believe they're down here to get me, man. Fuck all that. You wasn't saying that shit when you were chasing that boy down the street. You wasn't saying that shit when you were here. I'm on the way and jumped on the phone because your boy called you. You didn't say that shit when you saw the nigga get killed and you was videotaping. You didn't say that shit when you were sitting on TV trying to play the victim. You didn't say that shit. So don't say that shit now. Because we ain't trying to hear that right now. Now, if y'all feel like I feel, yeah, they fired them boys. I really hope nothing happened to them. It'd be a shame. It would just be a shame. For who? Once again, the ambulance chasers done showed up quick. These motherfuckers get there before we do. Why? Because all they bring is a suitcase and a desire to find out how much they can get from a settlement. We show up looking for some bodies to put in the ground. We show up looking for some motherfuckers to understand that we can hit you just as hard as you hit us. See, what they don't know about my people is I know a lot of y'all sitting on some shit. I know you is. You ain't had a chance to pull it out. You ain't had a chance to have no fun. I also know a lot of y'all are incapable of coming to where we are, which is why I want to talk a few minutes about why you can start some shit right where you at. You see, this is not just happening in one city. This is not just happening in one state. Matter of fact, some states are more off the chain than others, but it's the ones that's really, really quiet you want to be concerned with. You see, nobody even knew anything was going on in Brunswick, Georgia until that tape got out. Now the whole Brunswick is on display. And even though there is a very bad racial history between the Minnesota Police Department, Minneapolis Police Department and people, even though you hear about it, now they on full display. Louisville, Kentucky, the police chief stepped down because they about to get in his ass too. The point I'm making is the entire structure of policing in America is one organization that takes its orders. I want to talk to you right now. I want to talk to nobody right now. Don't call me in the middle of my fucking live. That is the rudest shit to do. You're being disrespectful to the other 300-400 people on here. You're not that important that I want to talk to you right the fuck right now. Unless you got those motherfuckers in the trunk of your car and you about to say, Jay, I got these niggas. I got them outside in the trunk. What you want to do with them? Then you call me. Okay? If you call me and say, Jay, I done went back to school and scooped these niggas' kids up. What you want me to do with them? If you got the mayor tied up with duct tape and a rope in the back of your SUV and say, Jay, I got this nigga. What you want to do with it? Then you call me. But don't call me because you just found out what happened with your late ass. Don't call me because you've been so busy working for the white man that now that you got a few minutes to be black, you want to try and play catch up. Don't do that. There's motherfuckers on here that want to know what's happening for real. So I'm going to say it one more time. I want to talk to y'all about your anger. Don't let your anger go away. Don't let them talk you down this time. Stop being afraid of your own impulses. You want to knock this shit out somebody, knock the fuck out of them. You see 2-3 cops jumping on a motherfucker and there's 80 y'all out there, jump on those motherfuckers. See, let me tell you what's fucked up about y'all as people. I don't watch y'all knock motherfuckers out. When they woke up, they didn't even remember what the fuck happened. I done seen sisters knock motherfuckers out. I done seen 20 brothers jump, but y'all won't do that to this gang that comes in your neighborhood. I don't want to go to jail. How the fuck you gonna go to jail if they unconscious? Well, what if take the goddamn body cameras off of them? Take the motherfucking police car. Flip that bitch over and set it on fire. Make your neighborhood a zone they can't come into. Y'all stop letting these motherfuckers move up in y'all neighborhood and then tell you what the fuck you can and can't do. And you got this white bitch out there yesterday running around with the fucking dog, gonna call the cops on this motherfucker. She done lost her job. No, that bitch need her ass whipped. I got a couple of sisters I keep on deck for jobs just like that. But I've held y'all too long. I've said too much. Oh, it's another small victory for the Not Fucking Around coalition that the very mention that we gonna show the fuck up in full force forces these people to do something. Now y'all keep talking about we need some new Black Panthers. Y'all talking about that it's time for the kings to stand up. Y'all talking about that y'all want to be a part of something that's going to change. So all y'all who raising your kids cannot be afraid. So all y'all who got to walk the streets ain't got to worry about getting snatched. So all y'all bros out just trying to go about your business ain't got to worry about looking in the face of a motherfucker that wouldn't have two things to say to you if they didn't have that little funky ass badge and that piece of shit gun. If you in an open carry state,